Welcome to Amazon Gardens. We are located in Mumias in Kakamega County along Bungoma Mumias Road. The garden and hotel is a well set up resort that offers its guests the best of both worlds with a professional staff that ensures all your expectation is surpassed. Amazon Garden is home away from home every season with offers of delicacies that awakens all your senses. You can secure exquisite experiences at Amazon Gardens with additional offers in accommodation and conference facilities and a conducive environment. We have study rooms and all guest rooms in the hotel are equipped with a flat screen TV. The hotel also has a baby swimming pool of its own kind. We also have a continental bed and breakfast, outside catering services and conference facilities. Every experience and food is at an affordable price, which simply paints a picture of a conducive environment that is home away from home. Which simply Bungoma Mumias Highway and Kisumu International Airport makes your visit and family's visit easier. There is enough parking space and security is guaranteed. Book us today. Call 0711 592174 or 0759012480. Our social media pages are Amazon Gardens Mumias. Visit us in Mumias Town beside Lexo Petrol Station, Kakamega County along Bungoma Mumias Road. Welcome to Amazon Gardens.
The CA Kuza Awards is here. This year's theme is promoting patriotism, Kenyan culture, beliefs and values. To vote for Maisha TV as your best TV station in news, entertainment and education, SMS the word Kuza to 15601 and select Maisha TV. The SMS is free.
You could take out some truly evil people.
We're stuck at the stairwell.
Guys, I got a bad idea.
Don't have bad ideas, I have good ideas.
A cup of coffee with her, she'll never know that killed her man.
Don't kill me!
Look, you in the trunk. Pretty much dead already.
That's alright, dear. You sure?
What is this madness, huh?
There's carne asada. Check it out.
Wow.
Chef Big Dog up all night cooking.
Under Kisiwo Technical Training Institute, you get quality training under modern facilities, library, laboratory, playing grounds and courts. Contact us on 011 0096 090 011 0096 090. You can also send your application to PO Box 657 Bungoma. You can write your email to info@kisiwotech.ac.ke. Kisiwo Technical Training Institute, a center of excellence in TVET research and innovations.
I believe we should have something for entertainment. Yes, you should definitely spend something. I'm not saying it should be the priority, but dude, life is short. Do something with that money. It's something that you can come home, just kick your feet up like this and just press play. So yeah, settle your debts, invest in your future and spoil yourself.
What would you want to be? A business executive? A building and civil engineer? A hospitality, fashion or tourism practitioner? A social worker? Then walk into Navaholo Technical and Vocational College and start your journey to the career of your dreams. For more information, contact us on 0721 589977, 0721 589977, or you can email us to navaholotvc@gmail.com.
Hey, was that you?
Johnny.
Yes, Papa.
Eating sugar.
No, Papa.
Because every dad should play an equal role in his baby's life, Pampers is giving 8 weeks of paternity leave to their new dads, hoping to inspire others to give Kenyan dads this opportunity.
This will be the last time this will happen.
Where is this coming from?
Helena, if you touch me, Helena,
will you shut up? Dignesses are waiting for her at the church. She is no longer picking her calls. Where is she?
I don't care if you greet me or not. Look, I have come to warn you.
Olivia, I offered you a job.
Hey, I'm tired.
My friend, I don't want to know where you came from, who you are, or wherever. I don't even want to know you. But be rest assured that I'm coming back for my woman.
now she's married to me. Never you call her line again.
Welcome to Gospel Believers Fellowship Bible College. Contact us today 0724 039 828 0724 039 828, or you can visit our offices at Gospel Believers Fellowship Headquarters Church next to Bungoma Huduma Center. Gospel Believers Fellowship Bible College, teaching you to know Christ.
Being out of my will na nafanya music kutoka kwa roho yangu. I'm Joanna. Don't miss to watch me this Saturday on Maisha TV, My Hustle.
My Hustle brought to you by StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
I think I would immediately put it in a money market fund, as I think of what to do with that money, because I feel like I would earn more interest from that immediately. And then maybe later on, I think I would buy a shamba.
Are you looking for a reputable technical institution to enhance your technical skills? Look no further. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College is an approved technical training institute by TVETA. For more information, contact us on 0721927458 or 0712114908. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College, technology and innovation to meet societal needs. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You're watching Maisha Prime Women Talk, where real women engage. And my name is Rida Chibet Karing, and of course, I'm not alone in studio. I'm joined by Irene Mumbo Bushebi, a counselor and also a woman leader. She's also a pastor, and she's sana sana wamemeja kwa maneno ya wanawake. So thank you so much, Irene, for joining me.
Thank you so much. I feel welcomed.
Yes. So welcome to Maisha Prime Women Talk, where Real Women Engage. You can engage with us on Facebook, Maisha Television Kenya, YouTube, Maisha Television Kenya, Instagram and Twitter at Maisha TVKE. Our phone number is also there, 0746 999 And last week we talked about something interesting, and I've seen that our viewers have really reacted to that. Now I may insist that we continue that. Okay. They want us to tackle some parts which I know that we're going to touch today. So before we start, just a word to our viewers.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us once again. We love you, and we are happy that you're still there. Karibu sana.
Yes, so in case you didn't tune in last week, we were talking about gender-based violence, or you can say domestic violence. Let's just say domestic violence. Zile vita za nyumbani. That was our topic, and we tackled a number of issues. If you did not get a chance to tune in, you can visit our social media platforms, Facebook Maisha Television Kenya and YouTube Maisha Television Kenya. And I think I'll just start by reading some of the comments which sikupata kusoma hiyo time tuko na wakati. So I'll just read some of the comments from the viewers, and I'll start with the first one who was saying that let the media, churches and the society also learn to teach men they can let it go rather than killing or dying. I think that this was based on the topic where we were talking about wanaume wanawake sana. And we saw that kuna athlete ambaye aliuliwa na boyfriend wake wa Ethiopia. So alikuwa anasema that the churches and the society should also teach men what is the role of the church, because I know that uko kanisa in ensuring that these domestic violence Maisha.
Yeah, basically the church comes in as somebody who helps you to see better. So the church trains you on several issues, including this, because we know that church, being an institution in the society, it is charged with the responsibility of looking into the well-being of every other person existing in the society. And so we know that the church is a place where people go, or people are there so that they can be given the right morals. And when you get the right morals, it means that such issues can be handled rather than them producing things that cannot be handled yet still. Yeah, because we see one killing the other or doing things that are not right to the other. So if the church comes in to see that you are told what to do even beforehand. So we are talking about the church training people, the church teaching people, correcting people, and even showing people that there are other people who did the same things and they landed in the wrong place, and so we can do it right because it is possible. So the church comes in as somebody who really helps you to do things right and to educate you into what you can do when you're faced with such situations. Because I know this is a society that so many things are happening, and when you even look deeper into what is making these people do whatever they are doing, it might be because there is something that has pushed them until now they realize that, you know, I have to do something very fast. And so the church will teach you how to, you know, manage issues when they come. So the church is charged with the responsibility of giving people the right morals, and then, you know, teaching you whenever you are faced with such a situation, what do you do? And I know basically that not just that, but the church is a place where people would look at others and see how they are handling such situations. Because sometimes you're talking about teaching somebody, you can be talking to somebody who has switched off, you know, in the name of I'm teaching you. But if this person would look into your life and see how you're moving a step and another, I think that's a better way of even teaching them, you know, because as church members or those people who are in the church, as in the church leadership, they should be teaching people by example. And this is basically what Jesus taught us to do. And I'm talking about religion in its totality. I know that there are other brothers who also know whatever they do, and I believe that whatever they are doing is to help another person who is looking into them see that whatever they are doing is right and can also follow suit. So the church is here to teach us through example and also by experience, and also helping us to manage. Whenever I'm already in that situation, what am I going to do? Because, you know, sometimes you want to teach me, I'm already past that stage. I'm in a stage where I'm already facing this situation. Then what am I going to do? And this makes me come back to the book of 2 Timothy, and this 2 Timothy chapter 3 talks about, you know, Paul telling Timothy that, you know what, you have to, you should be learning from us, and you should know the us that we're talking about, that is the leadership, who we are and how we've lived our lives, and so you can emulate what we are doing. If you read from verses 14 up to 17 there, it talks about that, and then it brings in the issue that the word of God is God inspired, breathed, whatever God is doing in you is giving you life, so giving you life in terms of whatever that might be suppressing you, God is making or is renewing you, so that you don't feel that this thing is suppressing you, but it's, when you get the word of God, it revives you from the situation that you are in. And again, it still talks about this same word of God that will help you to be somebody who can be corrected. So there are people whom, when they do something, if you try to correct them, they feel like you are not doing me right. But we should be bringing up a society or a people who know that they need to be corrected, so that they can move to the next level when they are doing the right thing. You see, so that book is a very good book in terms of what we are studying now in relation to the church, that the church, you should open up our eyes into what we really need to do, and then if we are in that situation, then what are we going to do, and again, how are you living your life so that I can follow you and be the right person, rather than everybody, because we just did see the other like three weeks ago, that lady who was killed, she's right from the church, in fact from the pulpit, you see. So what are we talking about? If we are talking about the church, can we be role models, so that people looking unto us, that they do not expect that they be seated down to be told that this is what you need to do, but they can learn even from seeing us doing what is right.
And also there is issue that emerges from the church. Unapata mtu yuko affected na ile domestic violence or maybe gender based violence, akienda kule kanisani ataambiwa that either vumilia ama bado kaa kidogo tuone vile mambo itakuwa, and eventually waishi vizuri. What can you say about that?
I think that is also the worst thing that has happened so far, especially in the church. And I think we did tackle this also last week, and we are talking about this issue of you just being there when things are not right should also start with you, because sometimes you can come and explain to me what you're going through, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. But if I enlighten you into what is supposed to be done, then you don't even wait sometimes to even come and ask me. When you see these signs, then you'll know that where I am, I think there's a problem. Though we've talked here times and again about consulting, and so those people whom are charged with the responsibility of even counseling people, we should know that things have so much changed. This is what the society used to be back then, but now things have changed, because there's a lot of pressure in terms of hata wale watu ambao wanafanya mambo kama haya. I've just mentioned this, si kwa sababu pengine wanapenda, the pressure that is there, the economy, everything, maybe health. Kuna mtu tu anasikianga maumivu mbaya na anaona anamaliza tu kwa kupunch the other person. So such like things, so those people whom are charged with the responsibility of advising people and telling them what they need to do should also realize that the society has changed. It's not a place where you're going to tell somebody to just go and sit there and wait when things are going to get worse. So we should teach people to even see the signs that are telling you that where you are, you need to think otherwise. You need to do something. And we did mention here that don't stick there and things are getting worse. You can go and stand in a neutral ground. We talk about this thing, we handle it, and then we handle even that person, just like I've said, that they might be pressured because of issues. But if we can talk to them, we can tell them, and we can help them to manage whatever situation they're going through, then they can just be the good people we are thinking they're supposed to be. And then we can get back to what we were doing. But if not, then we really need to, get to a different direction. So those people who are charged with the responsibility of advising people, counseling people, please make sure that you really get into these people's shoes and realize what they are going through. So whenever such an issue is brought in, it's a very sensitive thing, and those people who are handling it should really come in handy and know what is it that is going on. They should know the root cause of everything, not just handling it from where it is, but they should get deeper. And when I'm talking about deeper, I'm not saying that you tell that woman or that man to just go and stay there as we do this. No, they can get into a neutral ground where this issue can be handled, and then they be reconnected, because I know even the Bible allows us to get that time, of settling down issues, so that we can come back when things are right.
Yes, and as a church leader in your position, do you think that the church has played its part in ensuring that it ends the domestic violence, ama kama siku maliza kabisa reduce?
sio vile, you know, whenever we start seeing these problems and they're even coming out of the church, then we cannot just sit back and say they have done their part. I think there's still something that really needs to be done, and this is to say that the church, yes, we are going to accept we've not done our part right, and this starts by, you know, I've been mentioning here, we don't even care, you know, you are a pastor in a church that don't even care whether the children at Sunday school level, that is where Sunday school, that is the school of the children, are they taken care of, and what is it that they are being given? And then the youths, you know, there are those pastors who are too spiritual that the issue ya youths hawaingiangi ndani, maana nani na hiyo vitu yote ni youth wako nayo, who wants to get there? If you're that kind of a pastor, please can you start retracing your steps, because that is where everything starts. And if we are not going to do this, then tunaanza kuhandle watu ka level ya women and men, you know, we have hizo nini groups za men, groups za women. What did you do when these children were still youths or when they were still babies, you know? So if you didn't do anything, you handle them at this stage, you are mesha of a group. Are you saying? So I'm saying the reason why maybe we've not even done this right is because we are not concerned about other departments in the church, because we think there are other people who are handling this. But do you really get there? Because as a pastor, I believe, and this is what needs to be done, you need to fix yourself everywhere. Intakana hata kule kwa Sunday school huwa unaenda wakati mwingine hao watoto wanajua the big pastor has come today, not just our pastor, you see, so that you know what is it that these kids are being given. And then the youth, nini wanapewa, wanafundishwa nini? So you should come in and make sure that these people are given the right information so that they grow with it, knowing what they really need to do. Because I know this disaster management in terms of domestic violence should be taught as early as, because tunakuja kugundua kuna watoto ambao wazazi wao huwa wanashiriki or they engage themselves into this issue of domestic violence, not even to the kids but to themselves, and this thing affects the children. So if there is nobody who is going to handle them at that stage, mtoto huyo ana grow hivyo akijua that is hiyo ndio maisha. So at least there should be somebody who is stepping in to know what these children are doing and how is it that they are being handled in terms of the same. So these things that we see happening in the society, if we are not going to handle them right in the church, we are going to find ourselves outbalanced, because at the end of the day watu watakuwa nauliza kwani kanisa ilikuwa wapi? And to make it worse now, tunapata kwamba kanisa sasa ndio penye shida inatokea. Are you saying? It is because tumejificha kanisani or tulipita ile stage. So hata tukiambiwa we are buffers, unajua ile kitu unasema na mtu anasema sema tu utamaliza. But if you start it when somebody is still young, anaanza ku grow nayo, it becomes part of that person's life, or it becomes a lifestyle to that child or whoever is growing up. And so that becomes easier for us to handle. Lakini kama hatutafanya hivyo, tutakuwa tunajaribu ku handle watu ambao tayari walishapita.
Wanasema samaki mkunja angaye beach.
Ndio hiyo sasa. So ameshakuwa dry. Nothing will happen.
Okay, mkunja anavunjika. Yes, let me just read another comment from our viewers. Alikuwa anasema that whatever the storm, let them learn to handle it amicably and not yelling to every public entity. No man shall never want to lose such a golden woman. I think I'll stop there. Ukiangalia kulingana na huyu anasema that it's also women. Tuna mdomo sana. Aezi akanyamaza, kazi ni hata akiguzwa kidogo ama akiambiwa kitu kidogo, kazi ni kwenda kwa public. Sana these days utapata that social media pale Facebook, mwanamke anaenda anapiga kelele sana. Can you say that it's also us women who are making men engage in this act?
Of course we are talking about verbal violence here, where, you know, women we fit in so well because tuko na baraka ya kuongea. But I think what we've just been handling is going to help us, because hata hiyo mdomo kuna vile unasaidika wakati unafundishwa jinsi ya kuweza kurespond positively or in a right way or in a polite way, so that somebody can understand where you're coming from. Because, you know, as much as you're a woman and you can talk, sasa ukiongea hayo mambo yote, you know, men pick things that are tangible or things that are big enough for them. But the small things, so out of everything you've said, utapata kuna kitu kimoja tu pengine yeye amepata. So hizi zingine zote anakushanga, anakuangalia haelewi, na umejua sasa asha switch off, so you are talking to yourself. And you see at the end of the day yeye ataamka hapo na afanye chenye anafikiria anaweza fanya. So women, I think when we're talking about empowerment, we're also talking about ourselves getting out of where we've been forever, because ukiongea juu ya mwanamke na mdomo ni kitu ambacho watu wameelewa tangu kitambo, wa mama wanakuanga hivi. Can we get empowered and get out of that position? Yeah, so that some of these days we can solve issues without just talking, because out of the so many words we will find that there is no word that the man has picked. So please, we can advance. And so women, I think sometimes we provoke men to do what they want to do. So if we can just a little bit do it the other way, don't you think they'll start reasoning that kwani nini imeendelea? Watajua maybe you've grown up, because I've seen so many men who are saying wanawake ni kama watoto. Because imagine, hata wewe ukiingia wakati mwingine you're very busy, you're doing, na mtoto wako anaendelea kuongea stories nyingi, umejua you'll switch off, you'll get into what you're doing. So that's exactly what men do. Wakati ashaingia nyumbani and you are talking about something na ukaanza, sasa hizo vitu umeanza kuongeza ni kama zile mtoto ana yap na yeye aelewi. So what we need to do is to grow out of this and do something different and get empowered even in this level, because we cannot remain in the same place every other day. People are getting empowered. What are we getting empowered for? No, that one will not help us, and this is something we've been doing. Can we change to something else? The men should also start thinking. I think there's something that has changed with the women, so we need to also handle them differently. But tukibaki hapo, we'll be provoking the same thing, things will be happening, and then we still blame other people when it was about us.
Yes, thank you so much for that. Mwingine hapa anasema that the truth be said, all domestic violence emanates from the fall of curtains on love. The curtain begins to shed from the woman's side, and when the man reciprocates, the problem begins. The way women define love is different, through gifts or material things. That is wrong. They need to learn to love, especially when the man is down. A man shall never want to lose such a woman. Tukiongelea maneno na love, kwanza, do you agree with this?
Yeah, to some it really depends with who is being addressed here. Yeah, but I know that for sure we've been talking about love here, and we really now know what love is. It's not about the gifts, it's a sacrifice. And so if somebody is going to sacrifice, then it means they'll handle everything in a different way. And again, the he or she is talking about, the curtain falls when, the love thing starts fading away. So this, and they're bugging it still on the woman, and this is simply because of something we're also handling here, that women, the moment we get our children, we get back to the children, and then we forget about the men. Yes. So this is something that we should also address as women. And still going back to the love thing, we were talking about love as being a sacrifice. So when you remember that, please anza kutafuta uliwacha your husband wapi, because umengangana na mambo ya mtoto. Yes, everything is okay. Can you sacrifice a little bit further to see that the husband is brought into the picture, because he's been left out? And the moment this happens, amesema kitu hapo, when the men reciprocate, that is, they do exactly what the women have been doing to them, now in a different way, because they are not handling the babies, they are going to handle the babes out there. So you see the difference, the babies and the babes. So they are going to handle the babes out there, and the women are also handling the babies, and so everything gets, So we are talking about something that we really need to address as a society, leave alone even the church. And so when you see there is something that is just going a mess, you can still come back, because it is a sacrifice. And that person has also talked about the definition of what love is. And I think many a times we've talked about this. Love is a sacrifice. So the moment you realize that you're not sacrificing, yani umefika kwa comfort zone ya kuangalia tu mtoto, sacrifice, yani angalia mtoto alafu uongeze effort ya kuangalia the husband. Because otherwise ukifika tu mahali penye unaweza handle mtoto, mnajua mtu anasema hata kuhandle mtoto is a sacrifice. Yes it is, but remember the first sacrifice. That is because kama huyu baba angekuwa hapa mtoto atungepata, na sasa so you have to go back to where it all started so that we can bring it back. Yes, love, that is where everything is going a mess, because we really don't know what love is. So when the husband will realize that he needs to sacrifice for the woman. Even wakati ameona amerudi upande wa mtoto sana, he will sacrifice much more to still come to this woman and explain even himself, and also try to see that what is it that we can do together in terms of huyu mtoto. We talked about that. Kwanza hata kama ni kubadilisha zile whatever nowadays we do the pampers.
Yes.
So come and we do them together ili kwamba itulete karibu zaidi, rather than saying that okay, sasa yeye anashughulikia mtoto, mimi wacha pia nitoke niende nijishughulikie. So please, can you come back? So that will be a sacrifice. And then the woman also, I'm advising you, the much as you are handling the baby, can you also go out of your strength and look at the man? We did read up a scripture ambayo inatusaidia kwamba we can also still get the strength and do even extra from what we've been doing. Yeah, so yes, we can still be doing this, and it is possible we can do it.
Yeah, talking about love, how can couples or people in relationships ensure that hata kama mapenzi itaisha, kama ni wakati wa kuachana, haita end vibaya vile in most cases we've been seeing msichana akisema sikutaki tena basi ni kumuua, ama mwanaume akisema sikutaki tena ni kumuua.
It still boils back to the same thing we've talked about, that is sacrifice. And I did mention something here that, you know, when you love somebody, the love that we're talking about, that one, you know, haitakuwa mbaya kwako wakati unaweza ona hata anatoka anaenda hata akaishi na mtu mwingine, as long as that person is at peace wherever she is or he is. You see, because if you love somebody, you sacrifice for them. What are you sacrificing? You know, you loved that person, yeye hakukupenda, or imefika mahali things have gone western. So what we are going to do is to get into something we are saying we have to accept, so that the other person moves. Sasa isiwe ni kuuana. Kama unampenda, muone akienda kuishi na mtu mwingine na uone anaishi vizuri. You see, if we can get them there, then we are mature enough, and we can say we can make relationships and in a peaceful way, because unajua kwamba tumejaribu everything, it is like it's not working for us. So what we are going to do is to separate our ways. And again, we just talked about this, when things are not working so well for us, we can always look for a neutral ground, and that is why it is advised, si kwamba vile unatoka tu kwa mtu shu na umeshaenda ukaolewa, because you still get the same problems there. It might be you are the problem. Yeah, so if you don't sit or stand out there and look into this na uone ni wapi ambapo nimekuwa nikikosea, you will not understand. So you will be jumping into another marriage, and then it won't work for you again, and then you jump into another one, it won't work for you, not realizing that you are the problem. But we are talking about if you can be in a neutral place and see that this is what I was doing and I think it is not right. If I can just stop this, then I can live with this person. So yes, we can make it as peaceful as that, when we can stand somewhere and do something and do it peacefully and realize where we really messed it all up, and then we can, you know, retrace our steps. And back to the question that you're talking about, is that we can live each other peacefully. Yes, I was talking about love. If you love somebody, hakuna haja ya kumuua. I would be like I'm happy if I see you the other end and you're living your life right. Pengine I was not doing what you really wanted me to do for you, but you've gotten somebody who can do it. If I love you that much, then let you be, because at least now ninaona kuna mtu anakushughulikia ambayo ilinishinda. Let me not look into that situation whereby ninaangalia into your downfall. So still love is the cause of everything, and still love is the one that can help us do what you're asking.
Yeah, and sacrifice is the main thing. Well, let's just take a quick commercial break. Maisha Prime Women Talk will be back shortly. Continue engaging with us on Facebook, Maisha Television Kenya, Instagram and Twitter at Maisha TV KE, and also Facebook, Maisha Television Kenya. You can text us 0746 999 841. My name is Rida Chibet Karing, and with me in studio is Irene Mumbo Bushebi. Stay tuned.
It is a season of seriousness, and only the serious presenters come onto your screen.
Maisha Prime News and Maisha Prime Morning Edition.
My hustle, my story.
Maisha Prime Weekend.
Frida Kirin Chibet, Millicent Makoha, Brian Gad. Only on Maisha TV.
There is a saying, behind every great man is a great woman. But there is a divide, a gap, a separation. It's about acknowledging the unseen efforts, the disparity, and expectations. Support. What does it mean to have support? To give support? To live without support? It's time that support goes both ways. Because beside every great man is a great woman. Are you looking for a reputable technical institution to enhance your technical skills? Look no further. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College is an approved technical training institute by TVETA, a college committed to providing you with quality programs and services that will enhance and enrich your technical hands-on skills to meet societal needs. It is a top-rated technical and vocational college in provision of training, innovation, and action research in Kenya and beyond. We provide quality technical vocational training and research in collaboration with stakeholders to produce highly skilled and innovative human resource. We offer certificate in general agriculture, diploma in entrepreneurial agriculture, diploma in general agriculture, artisan in storekeeping, certificate in computerized secretarial, certificate in supply chain management, certified in information studies, certified public accountant, diploma in accounting, diploma in supply chain management, certificate in ICT, diploma in ICT, certificate in welding and fabrication, diploma in welding and fabrication, certificate in hairdressing and beauty, diploma in fashion design and clothing, certificate in fashion design and clothing, among many. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College is located in Likuyani Sub-County of Kakamega County, next to Likuyani Sub-County headquarters along Kitale Eldoret Road. For more information, contact us on 0721927458 or 0712114908. You can also send your application to PO Box 4530-205 Matunda or write to us on email to kongonitvc@gmail.com. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College, technology and innovation to meet societal needs.
Kisiwa Technical Training Institute is a leading technical training institute committed to offering high-quality education in the process, produce highly skilled, knowledgeable and responsible graduates in the field of engineering, science and technology. We provide high-quality education in Kenya and beyond, offered by a dedicated team of lecturers for globally competitive skills in TVET, innovations and research solutions for socio-economic prosperity. You can apply for a diploma or a certificate course in electrical engineering, information and communication technology, social work and community development, agriculture and agricultural engineering, hospitality and institutional management, building and civil engineering, business studies, secretarial studies, among many. We offer both online learning and blended learning through e-learning. The institute does not charge any fee for admission application forms. Apply now. Kisiwa Technical Training Institute is located in Kabuchai in Bungoma County. Under Kisiwa Technical Training Institute, you get quality training under modern facilities, library, laboratory, playing grounds and courts.
Once you enroll with us, you are assured of out of the total fees for the year, 56,420, the government is going to pay for you 30,000 shillings.
For more information, contact us on 011 00 96 090, 011 00 96 090. You can also send your application to PO Box 657 Bungoma. You can write your email to info@kisiwatech.ac.ke. Kisiwa Technical Training Institute, a center of excellence in TVET research and innovations. The CA Kuza Awards is here. This year's theme is promoting patriotism, Kenyan culture, beliefs and values. To vote for Maisha TV as your best TV station in news, entertainment and education, SMS the word Kuza to 15601 and select Maisha TV. The SMS is free.
The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is prime news. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the best. Informative, authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Alright, thank you so much for staying with us. You're watching Maisha Prime Women Talk, where real women engage. My name is Rida Chebet Karing, and with me in studio is Irene Mumbo Bushedi. And if you're just tuning in, today we are talking about domestic violence and the role of the society, the role of the church, the role of the government, and also we were analyzing some of the feedback from our viewers. So if you're just tuning in, continue tuning in so that you can just get the remaining part of this program. Irene, I would like us to start with the society. We've talked about the role of the church, and now to talk about church to the society. What is the role of the society in ensuring that it brings this act, domestic violence, to an end?
The society is now the main body here that really gets concerned with each individual. So that is everybody existing there is because the society has to allow them to exist there.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about, you know, people who are we can call them stakeholders in the society in terms of those people who know where we are coming from and where we are going. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about the elderly people who have been here for some time, and there are people who are also growing after them. And I think they have a role of taking care of those people who are coming. And so this is to say that whenever there is something that is happening and it is not right, then it means these people have to jump in, because they know they've been here for some time and they know what they expect, so that the society can live at peace.
Yeah.
So these people, or because when we talk about the society, I know we can't be talking about the space that we are living in, but we're talking about people. And so those people who are there, apart from the church now, they have to make sure that they also still educate these people. And this is basically about their character.
You know, I mentioned this about the church and also the society, because we can't be talking about the elderly people and then we are not talking about what they are doing. So whatever they are doing, you know, our children, all those people who are coming after us, they'll copy. They'll see that this is what we are doing, and then they'll want to do the same thing because they've seen us living at peace and well, and so they'll copy after us. I know we are in a society today where those people who are following after us are saying you are past times. Sasa hatutaki kufuatana na nyinyi. But you know, if we are there and seeing that this is what it, I'm talking about this because I've been in a certain village where I was seeing these young people, you know, they use drugs all over, like, you know, smoking ban, wakitembea. You know, we grew up in a place where kitu kama hiyo hata mzee tu wa village angekuona. I think that was, you've landed in the wrong place, you see. But you see what is happening today. Mtu anampita tu mtoto kijana. In fact, what was worse about this is mtoto wa shule ako na uniform. And that's just smoking past you. And then you can't question that. So you see, the society, I think we are messing it up somewhere. Yeah, because tukiona kitu kama hicho, I think we really need to take a step. Can we go to the relevant, you know, government authorities who can do something about this? Because the moment everything will be falling apart, we will be part of it. Are you seeing? So even the domestic violence thing, it is like nowadays, mtu akiona ule kuna wale wababa anachapa mwanamke wakiteremka huko kwa barabara. And there is a lot of noise and everybody is just spectating. Nowadays we have phones, we are taking videos. Instead of somebody doing something. So, you know, the society, where are we? We should be, you know, taking action whenever there's something that is happening. You see, so that we can help. Ili kwamba tuwache tu kulalamika, because the same people whom we are seeing things happening, we are the same people who are complaining at the end of it. So if you start hearing that there's a lot of noise even coming from another home, nowadays najua watu wanasema au siingilie mambo ya watu. And you know, hapo ndio penye society inaharibika, because kwa mtu huko kesho hivi wameua huyo mwanamke ama mwanamke ameua huyo mwanamume, nyinyi ndio mnaenda kuconvert pale kutafuta vile watamzika. You know, and now being very sorry for the children, and there's nothing you can do for the children. You see, so what is it that we are doing? So as a society, can we go back there? Najua kwamba nikisema kitu kama hicho, somebody saying those are past time. Yes, they are, but we see that the society is falling apart because we said it is past time and then everything is not working. Can we go back there? Because if we can put our society together, then we can be concerned about each other, and especially against these ills. Because tunajua kama mtu anafanya kitu kibaya, anafanya tu kitu kibaya. Si kwamba utasema this is something I don't understand. Yes, in a way you will know this is wrong, this is right. And so if this person is doing this, then he's doing a wrong thing. Are you seeing? Because hata tuseme kwa mfano there's a man in a village where yeye kazi yake ni kuamka asubuhi ameenda kwa club ya whatever, ya busa au chana, whatever it is. And so kuna watoto wake ambao hawaendi shule. Who takes care of that? I think the society needs to come in. Can you help? You know, can you report to the relevant society? I mean, authorities to help. Yeah? Or, you know, kuna vitu ambazo zinatendeka saizi. Unapata pengine mtoto mdogo anaozwa ama vitu kama hizo. You see, she's being forced to get married to somebody, and the society knows. You see, what we relax to. It's not right. Please, can we? Yeah. And then I know that we've tried also. I know that is the government side, but we know that there are also institutions where we can even take these children, they're rescued, or even these women or men who are suffering from such things, so that we can solve such problems. So that isiwe tu kwamba hiyo si business yangu. And at the end of the day, when something bad happens, tunaanza kusema dunia imeharibika. You always ask dunia imeharibikia wapi? Dunia ijaharibika, sisi ndio tukaharibika. Because if we can be seeing something happening and then we are being numb about the same, and then kitu kidogo ikitokea tunaanza so how are we helping? So the society, we should, if you sense there's something that is not right, where are we going after that? Can we take a step so that we see that something is not just happening mpaka izalishe kitu kubwa, alafu sasa ndio tuanze kushout at the top of our voices kama tayari isha happen. Lakini wakati tulikuwa tunaona imeanza kidogo kidogo, tunaachana nayo. Ni kwa mfano nowadays the young girls and the young boys, they're just walking around and everybody is doing everything, you know. you know, I'm wondering what's happening. And then the society is just there like, ni kama wamefunga macho. And then when things happen, wanasema dunia imeharibika. And you saw how this thing was starting. Couldn't you have done something? And those people who are being reported to also. Yeah, because as I'm telling you about the smoking of BAMBA, when I was trying to ask, because somebody would be asking, what did I do? I was also trying to consult and trying, because I was not of that village. So I was just trying to ask, what would be happening if the village elder is here and he knows about all this? Akasema sasa hapo usiingilie kwa sababu there's how they work with the peddlers, those people who sell these things to these boys. You know, and that is not right. You know, please, if we need to help our society, si kwamba sisi tuchukue ile ya kuweka kwa mfuko and then we let this, alafu sisi ndio tutashout hii society imekuwa mbaya aje. Sasa zile uli pocket some money ukasema okay, just do your business. What do you think? That is where everything is coming up from. And nobody can stand out and say nothing, because now at the end of the day kila mtu na shida yake. Na sasa shida yake kwa nini saa zile ni happen tunapiga kelele? Kila mtu basi anyamaze, and we will not be hearing these things, because we are hearing them because you are shouting. And why are you shouting? Because when it all started, you didn't know, but you kept quiet. So please, if we can talk about it, then it means itaanza watu wanaogopa kufanya. Na wakati watu wanaogopa kufanya itarudi chini. Na hata wale wanakuja from behind watajua kwamba kitu kama hiyo huwa happen, because they've never heard of it. I think because nowadays everything is everywhere. Even the kids know what they need to do, where, how.
Yeah, and still talking about the society, earlier on I'd mentioned about the case where mtu hata anaogopa kwenda kanisani kuuliza kuuliza ushauri because ataambiwa wewe vumilia. Also in the societies we'll find that maybe mtu ameoleka ama ameolewa kwa familia ambayo inajiweza. So even if ana experience ile gender based violence or domestic violence, haizi akasema because atamwambia wewe vumilia tutapata wa pesa. You'll find that maybe this one of the couple is supporting the family. So namwambia weka tuvumilia.
No, I think two wrongs will never make a right. So if there is something that is wrong, please can we handle it? Because if we just let it be because pengine tunasaidiwa ama hapo ndio penye tunatoa pesa, then I think we are not going to make a better society for even us to live in tomorrow. Because this is today we are talking about. What about tomorrow? So if we are being blinded with maybe what we are receiving or what we are having or what we are going to benefit from, whatever, then how will we make the society tomorrow be? And that is why sometimes we say, okay, Mungu akuje tuende, maana tunamalizana na mambo ya hapa. It's like it's not working out. Because those people are supposed to help you will tell you keep quiet because this is where you're benefiting from. You see? And now if I keep quiet, what will happen tomorrow? Because me and you might be there, but the people who are coming behind us, what will happen to them? This society that we are living in their hands, will it help them? It may not, and it will not. So please, as much as these things are here, and we would want to say that okay, sasa nikisema itakuaje, nitakosa ile support ninapata. Please think about tomorrow. Now, unajua mtu ananiambia sasa hiyo tomorrow unasema si pengine is what I'm working out now so that I can get enough finances. You know, you can have enough finances, you can have the job you're talking about, but you are in a place where you can't live. Sasa hizo finances utafanyia nini? Where will you live? Will you be living hapa kwa hewa alafu na hizo finances zako? It will not help you. So if we think that way, we'll be thinking positively and we'll help each other.
Yeah, kuna wale wengine pia ambao kwa hizo marriages ambao kuna ile violence, but they are afraid to speak or they are afraid the society, hawataki society ijue that maybe their marriage is not stable and stuff. Maybe they did a big wedding, watu wanaona they are a perfect couple. Hawataki kuharibu ile jina, as in they're just pretending, they are faking.
They are not real. I think we also addressed that one. Sasa hapo, umejua once you are not real, the society will also never be real. So hapo ndio penye tumefika. Because as much as you are looking into your wedding, and that is why I think we also talk about this here. Hii mambo ya watu kukimbizana na mipango za harusi na hawaja advise hao watu wanaenda kufanya harusi. I think people should stop it. Because now, how is it that we are just talking about reception itakuwa wapi? Magari mangapi tunataka? I don't know where is the wedding girl. Have you talked about these people who are going to even dress into the wedding? Because they are dressing there and they know nothing. Kwa hiyo wanapotoa tu hizo vitu na hizo magari zinaporudi makwao, wao wawili wamebaki hapa, nani anawahandle? You see, so that is where the problem is. If we are not going to make sure that we can train these people, we can correct these people, we can, start grooming them from as young as they are, then whatever we want to do at the end of it will not benefit us. And that's why I'm even talking about it in terms of, kama kuna mtu anataka watu wanyamaze tu na anafanya mambo mabaya kwa sababu yeye ndio mwenye ile society, then think about akisha kufa akaenda, what will happen to us? Tutakuwa mahali hatuwezi ishi. So please, as much as this thing can be beneficial to us, and I know we are living in a society where people are so selfish. We are only thinking about ourselves. And we will be gone tomorrow. And those people who are left and are coming, what will happen to them? So please, before we start thinking about things in the direction of, what can I get out of it? What is it that is going to benefit the other person? And I think, coming from a Christian background, I know that even Jesus Christ did everything he did, not because of himself, but because of other people. And if not for that, kwa nini angeenda akufe? Because he needed not to die for himself. He never committed no sin, but he thought of other people. So if we start thinking like that, please do whatever you're doing because of other people, not because of just yourself. Because yourself, wewe uko hapo na ndio hiyo huko unamalizia. Vile unafanya hivi, you are getting finished. Yeah. And so there's somebody who is coming after you. What will happen to that? What example will be there? I think we started from there. Tutawacha example gani kwa hawa watu wanatuangalia?
Because the kids, the youths are also emulating what is happening in the society.
And something else we've also been forgetting is, nilikuwa nauliza kwani hii society inakwanga na wale yenye wanasema imeandika. And the only food that the society eats and makes it be healthy is when we live morally right and upright. Tutapata society iko tu sawa. Lakini wakati tunapata kila mtu anafanya vile anataka, hata mahindi kwa shamba huwa inakata.
Well, now tukimalizia the government, because this is now the parent. What is the role of the government also in ensuring that this domestic violence comes to an end?
Yeah, I think the government has also come in handy by, creating these departments where people are rescued in case they are in such situations. And also, I think they also come up with maybe some education thing from the school level where they teach the children how to manage this and in case, because they realize, imagine the government knows this, the church maybe is not really getting into this, because they realize that their children who are coming from those kind of backgrounds and they need to get this thing out of them. So every other time you find that the government is always here very ready to do this, but I know there's still a lapse somewhere as well. And as we were saying, there are those people who are very selfish and they only think about themselves, and you find that whatever is happening in the society, maybe hata kuna mwanaume ama mwanamke ambaye ana violate the right of the other, lakini kwa sababu maybe ako na pesa ama amejiweza, unapata kwamba huyu mtu akienda kuripoti issue hii kwa pengine kwa mzee, the village elder, up to wherever it is, unapata kwamba alishafungiwa na ndio arudi nyumbani kusort hiyo issue nyumbani. That's a family issue. And then this person lacks, what to do. And you na end mtu anasema okay, sasa kwa sababu hakuna mtu anaweza nisaidia ninakuua. You seeing that? Yeah. So the government, we also need to come in terms of, if there are those people that are in the society and we know that, because as I'm talking like this, I've also heard and seen some of these things happening. And then, why is it that we want to pretend like we're not seeing or we're not hearing? And then things go like that. Please, if there's that kind of person who is doing such things, can we please address that person? In terms of, afikiri, kesho hii mtoto wake ataenda kuoa ama kuolewa kwa mtu ambaye anafanana hivi. Atafurahi kama mtu analipwa mahali huyu mtoto aendelee kuwa suppressed. Ama atafurahi kama kuna mtu atakuja amuokoe. You see. So even as the government, please, can we come in and such people who are doing such things, they should be addressed and be told that it's not just about them. Kwa sababu vile tumesema, the moment inamaliza na hiyo family, it will come to you. Because these things, they are rolling to every other person, because this is a society that we are in. So I know the government, they are also trying to do their part, but there are those people who are still stumbling blocks here and there about this. So we also need to handle that. But I know still there are so many departments. When you come to the government, I see that they've really tried, because this is something that has been happening and they've really tried. And so the society, if there is something that is happening, maybe maybe you have not been helped in the church, kama vile tunaambia watu ati wewe enda tu uvumilie, please can you try the government, they can also help you. And if the government is not helping you, please go back to the church, because I think we are addressing the church and the church knows exactly what they need to do.
Well, thank you so much. And tukimalizia sasa, maybe there's someone out there, tuseme mwanamke ambaye yuko kwa marriage yake si nzuri vile, but anaogopa kutoka vile nimekuwa nasema, maybe society itamuona aje, tulifanya harusi kubwa, acha tunimvumilie waone kila kitu kiko sawa. Maybe ameolewa na mtu ambaye yuko kanisani pale, yuko na cheo kubwa, haezi toka sababu watatufikiria aje. Ama maybe pastor labda anateswa, na unajua pia wanawake wao wanateswa wanaume sana, but haezi muacha because kanisa itaniangalia aje, inabidi tu umevumilia. Maybe ni mwanamume ambaye yuko kwa marriage au mwanamke ambaye yuko kwa marriage anapitia hii violence, but anaenda kanisani, vumilia, anaenda kwa organizations, vumilia kidogo, unajua hivyo ndio marriage na kuanga, anaenda kwa wazazi, the same thing. What can you advise them?
I think everything starts with you, and you should realize, because I know when you start complaining, it's because what you are looking into is not what is happening. And then from that you start realizing that this person might be having those behaviors that are not right towards you. And so when you see this, and it's like you've gone into all these institutions and there's no help, then it has to still now start with you. What are you going to do? We've just said it here. Get into a neutral ground. Si makosa. Hii mambo ya kusema tulifanya harusi kubwa, I don't think harusi, my friend. Sasa harusi ina kifo chako, because watu watakuja kuview body. Si tumeona president wetu wanafanyiwa viewing. So people will come viewing your body. Rather than unajua ile vile unasema ati harusi yangu kubwa, watu watasemaje? Vile tu watu waliona harusi bado watakuja kuona body. So to avoid hiyo, please, can you get into a neutral ground? This thing can be resolved, and if it cannot be resolved, I know there is a way out of this. So please, usikae pale na unajua si sawa. And when I'm talking about this, I'm not talking to somebody ambaye bwanake ameshindwa pesa, pengine amefukuzwa kazi, aenda atoke kwake ati ile madam alisema. No, there are things that we can live with, and there are those things that we cannot. So when it comes to violence, because this is a behavior that is putting you in a place where you are to be controlled. It's not the normal thing, it is the abnormal thing. So that is what we're talking about. Lakini sasa kukosa mboga, my friend, hiyo unaweza kuvumilia
because rungi na maisha inaendelea.
So I'm not talking about that. Yeah. I don't want marriages to be broken simply because people think that is what they need to do. Yeah. There is always a way out. So and when I'm talking about it, sijasema kwamba ukitoka unaenda kuolewa ama kuoa. You can stand on a neutral ground, we can resolve our problems, and then we come back to our marriages. Yeah. It's working. It can be done. Because vile nimesema, the pressures of life sometimes push mtu kufanya chenye anafanya. Lakini akiongeleshwa na akiambiwa what he needs to listen to, you find that this person becomes a normal person, and then they get back to who they are. And sometimes it's just a demonic attack. Maybe the enemy just wants to put you aside. Please, you can also realize that, because when you stand aside, you can even pray for your partner. And then we also talked about love. If you love somebody, you sacrifice for them. Sacrificing does not mean just to sit there, but you're trying to put this thing in the open so that people can see where the problem is, wasaidie, alafu iwe sawa. I think you will have sacrificed enough for this person. Lakini kama utakuwa yule mtu ambaye unafunika, you don't love that person. You cannot sacrifice for them because you don't want to put this thing in the light so that people can address it. Na yule mtu apate the right thing that he needs. Maana ukificha ni kwamba unasema hiyo tabia yake endelee na itafanya aende kuzimu first of all, and then again itafanya afanye mambo mabaya ambayo si sawa. Itafanya those people who are following after him watapotea. Hata kama ni pastor, usiniambie eti mimi ni bibi ya pastor, sasa nikienda kwetu itakuwaje? Sometimes when things get to the work, they need to be addressed. Maana ukiwacha hivyo, huyu pastor nilisema hapa is a spirit, and is imparting this thing into every other person ambaye huwa anaongea tunawekea mkono. Sasa namwekea mkono, hiyo domestic violence. Ni unapata kanisa imejaa wakipiga huyu mama amekuja mfura hivi, huyu mbaba amefura hivi. So everybody is beating each other. Everybody is violating the right of the other. That's not right. But if we can expose this so that we can pray about it, or we can advise this person awachane na ile kitu anafanya, don't you think we would have helped that also?
True. Well, asante sana Irene. That is Irene Mbushedi. She is a counselor and she She is also a pastor. Much appreciation for being with us since the start of this program, Maisha Prime, Women Talk, where real women engage. Remember, here we highlight issues affecting women and also affecting families, which includes also men, saying that we are genderless. My name is Rida Chebet Kering. You can continue engaging with us on Facebook, Maisha Television Kenya, Instagram and Twitter at Maisha TV KE, YouTube Maisha Television Kenya. Our phone number is also there, which is 0746 999 841. See you next time.